What's up, YouTube? Hope everybody's having a good morning. At least this morning where I'm at. So yeah, man. Just wanted to give some words of encouragement. I kind of find myself getting down, and when I find myself getting that way, then it helps if I kind of reach out and try to inspire or just try to give some words of encouragement, to help, not really motivate, but just serve as a little bit of a pick-me-up. I think one of the things about the world that we live in is there's always situations that kind of indirectly force you to look at your own, and it doesn't really matter how positive of a person you are. I think that we're all kind of subject to comparing ourselves to other people, and it's something that I try not to do, but it's something that when you just take a look at I'm a big YouTuber, not in doing it, but in following it. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do. I love watching YouTube videos, all different types of YouTube videos, and so I think that one of the things that you can kind of fall prey to, or one of the things that you can kind of fall victim to, is looking at other people's lives and not really wishing that it were your life, but just kind of wishing you could have that kind of a life too. And I think that it's really motivating, but at the same time, I think sort of it's human nature that if you're not there yet, or if you can't see that, if you can't see yourself getting to that point, then it's kind of human nature to get down on yourself. And that's something that I find myself doing at times. Got a lot of ambition. Would like to, I would like to achieve. I think when you say you want to be successful, that's sort of relative. I definitely want to be successful, but I want to be successful in a way that's going to allow me to live the life that I want to live. I think I've kind of touched on it a little bit before, as far as being free, having the freedom to do the things that you like doing in life. I don't really say passionate that much, because I don't think that most people are actually passionate about a lot of things. It's just what do you enjoy? And me, I enjoy traveling. I had the opportunity a while ago to spend a few months in Hawaii. And that was something that we decided we wanted to do, and we worked toward it, and we made it happen. But I think once you've had a taste of that, then it just kind of lays the groundwork for wanting more. You know what I mean? So it's like you can never go back to the way things were before once you've had a taste of that. And so being that I follow some people on YouTube, I've talked about Eric before. There's also another guy, Christian LeBlanc, I follow him, and they're travel vloggers, and I think that when you take a look at their videos, they inspire you and they motivate you, but by the same token, sometimes it gets, I don't want to say depressing, but you get a little bit down on yourself because you're not there. You know what I mean? Even though you feel like you're working toward it, you're not there yet. And so I figure if I think that way, there's probably other people that think the same way. So just try to find joy in the small things. And I think that's one of the reasons why I talk about catching a sunset, because it doesn't really matter where you are. There's things that are happening every day on a smaller scale, that we can just kind of take pleasure in if we just kind of step back and, you know, appreciate them for what they are. So I say all of that just to say, you know, don't get down on yourself. Don't get discouraged by the fact that you're not where you want to be. As long as you're working toward that, then that's really the only thing that matters. And if you're not working toward it, what's holding you back? You know what I mean? I think that the only thing inevitably and ultimately that holds us back is ourself and our willingness to either try something or not try something. Whatever it is that you want to pursue, I feel like you can do it. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen overnight, and it doesn't mean that it's going to happen easily, but I just feel like we live in a world where, you know, the information age, I really do believe that. I mean, there's other endeavors and other things that I'm working toward that I wouldn't have had access to some of the information and some of the know-how if it weren't for some of the technologies and things that we have. So I guess just, you know, kind of a word of advice: try to take advantage of technology as much as you can. You know what I mean? Like, try to take advantage of the fact that there's a lot of information out there that can really kind of steer you and guide you and help to lead you. And at times when you still feel as though you're confused or lost or not really able to grasp some of the information that's out there, then, you know, try to utilize people as much as you can. I mean, I think sometimes we'd be surprised the willingness that others have to help us, you know, if we just ask for the help. I think that sometimes pride gets in the way of asking for help, and then sometimes you don't want to come across as though you're trying to ride somebody else's coattails, or, you know, like you don't want to make yourself a charity case. But I think that can really get in the way of you being able to get where you would like to get to. So I mean, ask for help. You know, if you feel like there's information that's out there but you're not really able to grasp it. I know I suffer from that a lot, and so I'm constantly trying to research videos, you know, constantly trying to research, you know, different websites that can make things a little bit more clear. And so if there's, you know, every times when you deal with those kinds of issues, you know, just try your best to push through it, and just try to always encourage yourself. And on days when you're feeling discouraged, you know, try to encourage other people, because sometimes I just think the way, you know, energy or whatever you want to call it, the way it works is, you know, when you put out positive energy, it comes back to you. So, you know, just try to help others, you know, and hopefully that karma will come back, and, you know, either directly or indirectly, you'll get answers. So I say all of that just to say, don't lose hope, man. Don't get discouraged. Don't get too down on yourself if you feel like you're not moving in the direction that you'd like to move in. And just know that you're not alone. Know that there's plenty of us out here who are trying to work toward something bigger than what we have now. Because I do feel like life is to be enjoyed and appreciated. And, you know, there's more to life than going to a 9-to-5 and then, you know, living for the weekend, as the song says. So yeah, man, just always stay encouraged, always stay motivated. And if there's ever a time when you need a word of encouragement, you can always feel free to reach out to me. You know, I'll try to reach out as much as I can and just, you know, provide words of encouragement. Try to always help, you know, pick up your mood and make you feel a little bit better. And just always know that you're not alone. So until next time, always remember to smile a little bit more, stress a little bit less, and wherever you are, try to get out and catch a sunset, man. So until next time, deuces. Oh yeah, one more thing. Hit y'all with the Steve Jobs. But yeah, always remember that the only person whose opinion ultimately counts is yours. So in the pursuit of happiness, or whatever it is that you want, that you are pursuing, don't allow anybody to dissuade you from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't allow anybody to get you off track. Don't allow anyone's opinion to make you feel like you need to just quit because of the fact that you're not now where you would like to be. Everything has to start somewhere, and everyone starts at the bottom for the most part. Or I prefer to say at the beginning, because I don't really like saying, I don't just my own personal beliefs. I don't really believe in like hierarchies or whatever. I just believe that things have to start at the beginning in order to progress. So the beginning is where you really have to you're learning, and so a lot of things are going to be new, and just ultimately the only thing that counts is the fact that you're trying, man. So just always remember that. Don't allow negative people to sort of infiltrate your circle, or don't allow negativity to kind of set in and make you feel as though you're not good enough. Whatever your pursuits are, if it's starting a vlog, then just do it, man. If all you've got is your phone, your cell phone, and you don't have the money to go out and buy a really expensive camera, or camera equipment, you don't have any drones, you can't get that kind of footage, things like that. If that's something that you ultimately want to build toward, then work toward it. But don't allow the fact that you're not there yet to kind of keep you from even trying. And don't allow other people's opinions of what they feel like you're trying to do to keep you from trying either. If people make fun of what you're doing because of the fact that it's not what you ultimately want it to be, or because of the fact that you're working toward that, then their opinion is just that, man. It's theirs. And so don't allow other people's negative reactions, or negative sense of themselves, because ultimately that's what it is. A lot of people have negative views of themselves, and so they just kind of push that off on the others, especially when people are trying to do something that they themselves either can't do, or don't know how to do, or aren't completely comfortable doing, or even if they are completely comfortable doing, just whatever their logic and reasoning is as to why they might make fun of you or whatever it is. Don't allow that to get you off course, and don't allow it to kind of get into your mind and influence anything, because all I say is just pray for them, or meditate for them, or whatever it is that you do, because ultimately there's something that's going on with them that's not all the way right, and it's not all the way where it needs to be either. So everyone has things that they're dealing with, and so sometimes people push those off, push their issues off on the other people because they don't know how to deal with them. So ultimately, just like my girl Maya always says, just do you, boo. You know what I mean? Whatever that means to you, man, just do you. If in the process of doing whatever it is, people are seeing you in a new light, or they're seeing versions of you that they've never seen before, don't allow anyone to make you feel like you're being disingenuous. It's just that you are now showing a side of yourself that you've never really shown other people. It's always been in there. It's just you've never really shown it. So don't allow other people to make you feel like, oh, that's not you, that's not who you are, you're trying to be somebody that you're not. No, it's just that you're finally showing yourself. So yeah, man, just always stay encouraged, always stay positive, always stay motivated, man. Continue to push toward the goal, and don't allow anyone to get you off track. So yeah, now finally always remember to just smile a whole lot more, man, stress a whole lot less, and wherever you are, always remember to catch a sunset, man. So until next time, deuces.